going on, everyone? This is Fighting Words with Kevin Shells. I'm Shells.
Kev, A Count Sports.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're here to recap that phenomenal fight night that I know we all just witnessed between my man Wonderboy Thompson and Kevin Holland.
Kevin
You
Holland,
know,
Trailblazer.
yeah, Trailblazer, but
He got
wasn't
blazed.
Trailblazing that? Yeah,
Damn.
Trailblazer got blazed. Yeah, man.
Since you bringing it up, you starting with that?
We might as well get into it. Like,
Might as well.
let's just apologize. Let's apologize to my man Wonderboy, bro. We voted him out. We doubted him. I used ageism, and I was biased.
And you took going into the fight, I talked about Kevin Holland not taking stuff serious and doing some other stuff, man. You cut me off, made me change. Man, what was that, man? What was that? I mean, I get it. And you know what? I respect it. I actually respected him fighting that way. I actually did. It's just
I can't, bro.
huh?
Because that leans into you not taking this thing serious point where he had him on the floor. I believe it was the third round,
Yeah,
and
few
let him
times.
back up.
I felt like
Well, I'm talking
that
about
happened a few times.
he did it a few times, but this is time where he should have
Yeah, position.
just he had it, and it was this feeling of he wants to satisfy the fans with this.
Yeah,
We're gonna stand up, and you're not taking it seriously, bro. If that's the end you're gonna take. This is not a movie.
yeah.
This is not literally Van Damme versus Bruce Leroy. Like, I have a fear that Kevin Holland, we might be looking at our next Tony Ferguson, bro. A guy who's taking on these fights, a fan favorite, but that kind of love is only momentary. Because at the end of the day, when you're not winning fights
Mhm.
and you no longer have aspirations for the championship belt, eventually that's gonna happen if you're not winning these fights. The fans are gonna forget you.
Yeah.
To me,
Get you
I,
anyway.
I say it again.
So they're gonna forget you anyway. And
No,
the
good point.
UFC especially. Yeah, yeah.
Good point. So imagine how fast they're gonna forget you when you're not winning anything.
It's true.
If you're not in the conversation for the championship belt, you're not gonna make the conversation for the UFC. Period.
Right, right.
And like the reason I brought up Tony Ferguson because his last fight against Nate Diaz, it was an eye opener for me. When I heard he was getting cheers, but he was also getting boos.
Mm.
The MMA fan base, specifically the UFC fan base, is very fickle. They're very recency biased.
Yeah.
There's no loyalty. So if you want to satisfy those people, you're not gonna get far. And I said, and I keep bring up Tony Ferguson because I feel like he was the guy that we all love because he never turned on a fight. It didn't seem like he mapped out his career strategically, specifically for the championship. He was just taking on fights, and how it came is how it came to him.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why we loved him.
Yeah.
But how long that love lasted when he was no longer the man in the conversation. And I feel Kevin Holland is heading that direction. Like he needs to really first of all work more on his ground game.
Mhm.
I feel it was easy for him to ask Wonderboy to stand it because I don't think he's that comfortable in his ground game anyways.
You think that?
Just
Okay.
I think that's part of it. So I think it's even to say stand up so he could. I think it's more fun for him to stay on fight on the feet.
Right, right, right.
Not just having the fans be entertained by, but I just think that he's not taking it serious, man. And it's just I just feel like he's going to Tony Ferguson, right? Like
And if
2023 would not.
there was, I don't mean to cut you off, but if there was any sport that you needed to take serious,
Really, right? It's a sport where you take no. Then I didn't know he was giving out free CTE
yeah,
CTE openers like, bro,
yeah,
like the least amount of fights for the most amount of money. That should be every fighter's goal.
it's
So
interesting.
that's just all I gotta say about it. It's just that's my
Yeah, and then he took a bunch of damage too. You think he probably broke his
For no
hand? I
reason.
think he broke. What do you think he broke? I think he broke two places in his hand or something like that.
Yo,
I'm
Wonder
saying.
Boy was sending him some kicks.
Yeah, you can't. He wasn't. I so my take is I respect Holland for keeping his word and making it that kind of fight.
Nah, I can't even
I
do that.
respect it. I
Yeah.
respect it. I respect it. I'm not saying it was smart, but as I watched the fight, I could appreciate that. Um,
Of course, you could appreciate that. You're a fan, and we loved it. We loved it. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
from his
I
perspective,
could
like, come on,
appreciate it.
Kev. Come on, come on,
And
Holland.
shout out to him. I believe he stopped the fight, said that he couldn't go on any further. So shout out to him for that. Whether it was his
Yeah,
corner or him, because I think his
respect to that.
corner wanted to
Respect to
send
that.
him.
Respect to that.
The post fight said that his corner wanted to send him back out, but he said he couldn't really do it. So shout out to him for that. Live
Yeah,
to
let's
fight
find another day.
another day.
I agree with that.
I still think I still want to see him. Wonderboy, it's a entertaining win for him, but I don't think he's gonna go anywhere as far as contendership. I wouldn't close the
Mm.
door, even though I remember saying going into the fight that it was a must win for Holland. But watching the fight, if he's still 100%, he didn't fight the way he fought one way. And I think that he still can be dangerous in that division because he's coming down from middleweight and he has so much size on him. For him to be able to make that weight, I think it will be he won't necessarily be easily to wrestle for the wrestlers because of that, because of his size coming down in that weight. I think he won't be, somebody they'll be able to throw around like at middleweight and things like that once they had him down. I think it'll be a little more harder to pin him down once if they happen to get him down. So I think I still want to see him fight. Obviously, the Wonderboy thing will set him back, but I I'm assuming, and we shouldn't assume. I'm assuming when he fights other fights, he'll have his full, his full everything at his disposal, without holding back. So I still want to see Holland fight at least one more time. I think he has still one more good push in him. I want
Oh
to
no,
see.
no, no! Don't get too. Yeah, he's still a fan fave. Kevin's one is in a unique situation where like his losses doesn't tarnish his
Yeah,
star power. So
no, but I don't mean it from the perspective of star power. I think
okay,
he might still be dangerous as far
okay.
as for the contendership. I want to see him fight the Wonderboy thing. He fought that way, but I think going into the fight, we didn't. The reason why we picked him, we didn't anticipate that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were expecting him to,
Be at his best
be what we've
and
seen
use all
him
of his
do
tool
at
set.
welterweight. Yeah. So I still want to see him fight those other guys. I just want to see that, just to see
So
how he fares.
what do you think is next for Kevin Holland? Realistically,
He can now. That's a stacked division, welterweight.
okay,
This guy's Neil Magny. There's
yeah,
the
that's a good
lefty.
one.
There's Luque Vicente. There's further up is Gilbert Burns and those dudes. But there's names at that bottom half that I think he
But
might be.
I don't think they're gonna give him Gilbert Burns and those
No,
guys
no,
right
no,
away.
no,
Like
no, not
not
yet,
that
not yet. He's
Ross.
like number two. Yeah, yeah. But I mean Vicente
Magny
and
seems more.
Magny.
Magny probably seems way more realistic to
Can't
me.
remember his name, but is a slew of names in that division that I can see him fighting. So it's not over for him yet. But but if he can't beat this second tier of welterweights, I mean, he already lost to Thompson, okay, but I think one more loss in that division, I think we could wrap it up. We could wrap it
I
up.
believe he needs to take some time off, bro. I think he needs to take some time off and reset and like I said, work more on that grappling.
Wonderboy,
Wonder Boy, man. I mean, he
I
won, didn't he?
can't.
Let's.
No, great win, great win.
Yeah, I know you should go first, but
Wow, those. I mean, he was putting on too. Spin kicks, spin feints, roundhouse. I was like,
you know what's
whoa.
interesting about Wonder Boy's? You know what's interesting about Wonder Boy? During his post interview, he was saying like, "Yo, this is how I react if you send me strikers." Like he sends at the UFC, like, "Listen, guys, just give me strikers and let's take a watch so you can see some good, exciting fights.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to go for the championship. Just you know what I'm saying? It seemed like
yeah, yeah,
he just want to coast us. So I don't. Yeah, I don't really
yeah,
think he has like championship aspirations. I think about. I think he just
yeah.
wants to have exciting fights.
Yeah, just
It makes him good. It makes him
display,
cash.
yeah. Put his gifts, his talents on display. He's 40
Yes,
now,
I think that's
and and
yeah.
we
I
won't
think
mind
that's.
it.
Nah, I would love it.
Mind it. We
I
don't
love
mind
it.
it at all.
I would love to. Matter of fact, who you think
Wait,
would
he
be?
welterweight? Him and Masvidal. Him and Masvidal. That'd be a
Guys,
good one.
that would be a goodie.
I mean, there's matchups that
No, no,
fans
no,
can
no.
just
That would be a goodie, though.
Yeah, there's matchups. There's some guys that are pretty exciting.
That would be a good one.
And there's some
I
there's
love
some
to see that.
there's some matchups. Remember, one weight
I love to
class
see that.
down is is lightweight, and that's your Chandlers and those dudes. So if they were to come up, meet at a
Mhm.
catchweight, there's a bunch of the UFC. What's so great about it is that it's serious, that it's very competitive, and it's like everybody fighting for that piece of steak. So the championship. So everybody's kind
Yeah,
of being the best of the best. But there's a tier underneath that the guys that aren't really in that tier
championship
to fight for the
aspiration.
championship, but are so gifted, you wouldn't mind seeing them like your Michael Chandlers, like your Masvidals, like your, what I mean? There's matches, Thompson, there's matches you
You,
can make. There's matches you can make.
but out of all of them, Chandler seems like he still wants to go for that championship.
Out of all of them, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
He
Yeah. Well,
still seems like you know what I mean? Like the Masvidal, Masvidal never really speaks about it anymore. Masvidal is in this unique place where I
is he
think he could
locked
just
up?
get big money fights.
What's going on? You know, house
Yeah,
arrest or something?
bro.
I
That's a
mean,
good question with this case. I don't, but like,
no disrespect. I'm like, I haven't heard anything.
yo,
I haven't heard about him fighting, and I'm pretty sure Covington's gonna press charges. I don't think that's he
what's
is.
taking so long?
Isn't he lost? Isn't he law enforcement?
I don't know what's taking him so long though.
Yeah, that's taking a while, right?
I don't know what's going
That's
on with it.
weird.
I think
That's
it's weird. I think
weird.
it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
That's
It's
weird.
weird.
That's
But
weird.
I was gonna say, I don't even see Masvidal like. Well, I'm lying. Masvidal just wants the championship because he's really fighting for
BMF.
that Edwards fight, for that Edwards fight. So I take that back. He's
Boy, I
going. He's
think Edwards gonna
campaigning.
get paid back. I
He's
think if they fight
campaigning.
again, Edwards gonna get paid back.
Honestly, I think this is the best time to bring back the BMF belt because he definitely
I went and brought it up.
think about it. Think about it. He can't go for the championship. It's unjustifiable for him to go for the championship. If they want to fight right away, put up the BMF belt at a catchweight.
Who? Him and
Masvidal.
Chandler? Wait,
No,
who?
him and Edwards.
They in the same weight class.
Masvidal and Edwards, right?
Yeah, they ain't no catch weight.
That's what I'm
They in the same weight
saying.
class.
No. But this is what I'm trying to say though. They're in the same weight class, right?
Mhm.
But Masvidal cannot fight for that championship right away. That's a big no.
Mhm.
Does he has a you know what I'm saying? Because he's coming up for laws. There's guys who's way like him over Usman. Come on, that's
Usman,
not happening.
Covington, Burns.
There's a whole bunch of it's a long line.
Yeah, it's a line.
But if Leon wants that fight right away, just tell Masvidal, listen, put up your BMF belt at a catch weight. We'll fight for that. Bruh, that make the most sense. In England, you think that wouldn't sell?
It would sell, but you
Bruh,
don't.
that makes so
want-
much sense.
You
That makes so much
you
sense,
Want your
Kev.
champion, you want your champion to
Kev,
fight
that
for
makes
the real belt first.
all right.
Once he lose, once
I'm
Usman get
putting it out there.
once Usman take the belt up off him, then we can send him there. We can send him to England and he go fight.
Yeah, bro. All right, whatever, sir. Whatever, man. I just give a suggestion. I'm done fighting
sure.
for the BMF belt.
Nah, they can fight for the BMF once Usman get the belt back off him. That's all I'm saying.
All right, bro.
It remind me of it's my boxing heads when Lennox Lewis fought Hasim Rahman in the South Africa. He was doing the movie, what was it, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, everything. He went over there, Lennox over there, it's basically like he out there sparring. All of a sudden, Rahman knock him out, got all the belts.
Yo,
Lennox was saying in the lead up to the second fight, he was like, yo, I put my belts on loan. In the post fight, after he knocked Rahman out, he was like, yeah, I had my belts on loan and I simply retrieved them. That's what I.
Jay, you
So,
think he did that belts on borrowed time, bro?
bro, did you see the fight?
Let's
see the fight?
let's save that for another show. Let's save it for another show, man. Let's save it for another. Let's save it
I
for
feel
another
bad
show.
because I like Edwards, man. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
veterans. That's my guy. Man.
Don't
Sterling too,
give me black
Sterling
track,
too,
black.
Sterling too, man. I gotta keep it a buck though.
Nah,
Oh,
but
man.
Next dude, man, Tuivasa.
Oh, yo,
Tuivasa
I am
versus.
so glad you brought that up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, you take it over. You
Nah,
take it
nah,
over. You
nah,
take
nah,
this
nah,
one over.
you
You take this one over.
Yo, when we did the pre-show, we didn't even bring this up, and I went when I seen this live.
Yeah, we had to bring it up. We had to
Yo,
bring it up.
we had a whole
Oh,
segment about the heavyweight division, and it's like Street Fighter. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes a new challenger. Yo. Whoa, 6'3". Fought 5 fights in the UFC, nothing got out. Even though first fight he fought and lost and get out.
let the people know, let the people know who we talking about, Kev.
Sergei Pavlovich, bro.
Tuivasa versus Sergei Pavlovich. Listen,
Yo,
that
we got a new problem in the heavyweight division. Not even
we do.
challenger, new problem.
No. We do.
Jeez.
First
Reach,
round.
power, wasn't missing, efficiency. This dude is a big tank. This dude, Tuivasa is a dude, he could take punches, it was like nothing. This dude understood.
He's usually calm on the fire. Is able
He was
to,
calm. He was pretty calm. It's just he couldn't find the
you know,
distance.
no, this is what I was gonna say. My second part there
Yeah,
was like he's usually calm on the fire, which allows him to weather the storm
yeah.
until he lands his own big ones. And in this situation, that the storm was not being weathered.
No,
It was crazy.
this dude is a problem. All
Yeah,
first. Derek Lewis on that list too. First round. First round. This is not a fluke, ladies and gentlemen. This
yeah.
dude is a problem. I
It,
can't wait
it,
to see him again.
it was an
I
early.
want to see
Yep.
him fight gone. Put him in the put him in there
I
with
don't know. Really, you're
yeah.
right. That should be next
I
for him.
mean, for him to do that to Tuivasa, bro.
That should be
Tuivasa was
next
like
for
the
him.
guy. That was the guy when he fought Gone. That was for the legit. Even though it
And
wasn't on
that's
the
what we
line, that
thought.
was if there was an interim belt, that would have been the matchup.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
what
is
we
the
thought.
matchup.
He was being set up to be the next guy.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the active heavyweights, this is the guy. This is the
Yeah.
guy. So I mean, I can't wait to see this dude fight again for
But
Ty.
no, that's a fight I want to see too. Him versus Gone.
Yeah, yeah, for Tuivasa, I love to see him fight. He's in the
Tuivasa,
same class. I guess he's officially in the same class as the guys we just mentioned. Huh?
such
Maybe
as
Chandler, Masvidal, Thompson. This is
nah,
two
because
losses, right? To the guy.
Chandler. You see, this is the thing. Chandler to me is at this point Chandler's the gatekeeper for his division, meaning that he's still 1 or 2 fights away from a championship bout. But you can also use him. But no, let me finish. But you can also use him as a catapult for your own championship aspirations. Masvidal's not in that situation. If you beat Masvidal, that doesn't mean
No, no, no,
you
no.
have a championship
Okay.
opportunity.
All right, all right.
That's what I'm saying as a gatekeeper.
Okay.
If you beat Thompson, that doesn't give you a championship opportunity.
Okay. What I meant was okay. He's more similar to Chandler, but when I meant remember how we said everybody's fighting for the stake?
Okay.
But then when
Yes.
it clears out, you get guys that are good, but they're just
Okay.
not. They're a few notches off of that.
Yeah.
He's in that right in that class. That's more along the lines of what I'm saying. Because that's what he lost to Gun and now he lost to this dude, new challenger.
Yeah, honestly, I think he's just on a downward trajectory. I don't know. I don't see because
And
but
bro, if you're in a
One
downward
boy's not
trajectory in MMA and boxing and fighting, that's
Wonderboy's not in the downward. He just won a big fight.
bro.
Masvidal is one of those dudes where like he's like Holland. His losses still doesn't affect his still doesn't tarnish his star power. He's 1 or 2 fights away from that, but Tuivasa is different from the rest of them, bro. Like Tuivasa, I think
He's similar to Chandler. You just when you just named Chandler, you just named Tuivasa. You just said the same credentials.
nah. Tuivasa is not the gatekeeper of his division. I don't believe Tuivasa is the gatekeeper for his division.
Not for
I
the
don't
whole
believe beating.
division. But Chandler isn't the gatekeeper for the whole division. Chandler is the gatekeeper for the top 5. If you're fighting
Yeah,
for championship
that's what I'm
aspirations,
saying. That's what I mean. That's what the gatekeeper
yeah, but
is for the championship.
we established this. There's levels to gatekeeper.
All right, but okay.
There's levels to that. You got your gatekeeper for the top 10. You got your gatekeeper for the belts. You got your gatekeeper for the top 5. Chandler's top
Man,
5.
also the gatekeeper's a gatekeeper for the championship, bro. Once you beat Chandler, you what I put it this way.
That's the
Once you
same
beat
thing with
Chandler,
Tuivasa right now. He lost to two. Two of the guys that's basically
so you think beating Tuivasa puts you in the top 5?
yes at this point. He remember
At this point,
Tuivasa. You got Derek Lewis somewhere in the top 5.
guess so.
Tuivasa didn't beat him. Tuivasa is like top 5 himself. It's just he just lost to the other two.
Yeah, because I'm putting in my head, of course. Well, let me exclude Ngannou because he's the champ. Top 5. I put Stipe up there. I put
You put John Jones up there. You could because
Oh, you want to put John Jones up there?
you would need to do that to fill out your list because without that you would have Tuivasa
Nah,
at
I would.
number 3.
John Jones haven't had one fight in the division yet. I can't put him on that list. Period.
All right, no, go ahead. But I'm just saying you're just not gonna have a full list.
Well,
Tuivasa gonna easily be in your top 5.
yeah. It's
Easily.
working that way. Stipe, Gone, no particular order.
Yeah.
Lewis. Yeah, you're gonna have to put Tuivasa up there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And he lost to two of the guys at the top. Knockouts too. Got stopped.
Yeah.
It ain't like, even though the Gone fight had its moments, moments, but 2 stoppages.
I get it. So what do you think is next for Tuivasa then? Who does he fight next?
You know what it is, bro? That division is so unclear right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's so unclear. The champ is out. You know, the other big names, you got a big name that hasn't fought a fight, like you said. The former champ ain't fight since being knocked out. So him getting in the ring and he's older than I think most everybody else. So him getting in the ring is one thing, and then you don't know what he's gonna be once he get back in the ring. By the time ring rust, he just got knocked out. Who knows? He might not be the same fighter. So there's so much question. Curtis Blades, I mean, Rosenstrike, I guess. But Rosenstrike, I know got knocked out by Ngannou, but Rosenstrike is pretty good.
Yeah, but Homeboy is a problem. Homeboy is a problem, though. Homeboy is a problem.
You can get out. Dudes can't get out the first round. I want to see if Gunn gonna get out the first round. And this dude is big.
I want to see that one.
I think it's what 3'6", 3'6".
I want to see. Yeah, no, I want to see him versus Gunn for real though.
Yeah, good.
That would let us. That would let us know
his reach too.
Mm-hmm.
I say he has good reach because he used it against Tuivasa, and I want to see if he's gonna be able to. And he was saying that he has wrestling, but he can't. You know what I mean? It never gets there.
Yeah, honestly, if he fights Gunn and beats Gunn, I think he should. If John Jones comes in, he should be the one to welcome John Jones to the division.
Trying to get John Jones killed.
Then John Jones should be in the division. Then trying to get him. He's trying to get himself killed.
It's like no tune-ups in the UFC.
What tune you gonna give him? Who you gonna give? Who else you gonna give
Blades. Him? Give him Blades.
All right.
Give him Blades. Or Rosenstrike. Okay. These are dudes Rosenstrike not be knocking dudes clean out. It's just he getting knocked clean out too. So, Rosenstrike, Blades.
Give him some chance.
Get some names. Oh man. All right, but let's take it to Saturday, December 10th. Main event. Well, there's layers to this one. Before we can even get into the fight, we gotta talk about the controversy in this one.
Man, listen, man. What is the controversy? Just a chain of unfortunate events that led to the situation.
Right.
Unfortunately, Jerry Prochazka, he suffered from a crazy shoulder injury, and he decided to give up the belt, which is very honorable. He's not holding up the division. Mm-hmm. He's not making it by himself. He's making sure he's doing what's best for the division, like a real champion should. Yeah. And I know we wish him a speedy recovery. I know as soon as he gets back in there, he's going to get the championship bout as he deserves. So
if he does get back in there, they're saying this injury is so bad it might be a career ender.
Oh man,
that's how bad it is. It's over a year.
Yeah, over a year. I heard.
Yeah, they saying it. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Man, we open the best film though. We open the
Yeah,
best film.
definitely. I'm like, what was he
Um,
doing?
huh? Well, what's he doing
What
for
was he,
real? Like
what was he doing? Like, he was
extreme
trying to hang
training,
off a
bro.
cliff
It's
with one arm? Damn.
some extreme, like he's served by somebody got
He
pushing
seems
plus too hard.
extreme.
Hmm?
He seems
Yeah,
unorthodox and extreme. Like he might have been.
yeah. He did something. It was something, just something getting prepared for the fight. He did something.
Yeah.
Um, let me take a step back. You said controversy, and I said it wasn't controversial. But the only controversial part to the story is the fact that Glover at first it may seem that both of them pull out of the fight because because of the injury. But now we know that Glover just said, "Yo, give me a little more time to prepare for
That's
Jan, and
all.
I'll do it."
Yeah.
And the UFC said, "Nah, kick rocks. We need this by December
Yeah.
10th. The venue's already booked, bruh."
Bully ball. This is nothing new. The guy we got at welterweight, Leon Edwards, he said no to Hamzat, and they said off the top 20, the top list. What was at the top? The rankings. They had him
Yeah, that
20.
was
He went
crazy.
from number 4 to off the rankings. Just for not accepting fighting a guy that was 20, wasn't even ranked at the time. I don't
Yeah.
think Hamzat was ranked. But go ahead, man. My fault.
No, 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 right? And
That had got me tight.
no, no, I want to ask you, what do you think about this? Do you think that they did right? Do you think he deserved that extra time? Do you think the UFC is right for moving on? Because like I just said, they already booked the venue. They already got the tickets sold. They got the pay-per-view buys coming in. Who you think was right or wrong? Who do you think was right or wrong in the situation? Because I see it from both perspectives. On one side you got the UFC, they're in a bind. They didn't prepare. They didn't know this is very unexpected.
Yeah.
A whole championship bout that just got thrown into the ray like this.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, everything's booked, everything's set.
Right.
Were they able to push it back? And on the other side, Glover did so much for the division, so much for the UFC. He probably figured like he's owed at least this extra time.
Yeah.
So who do you
Former
think? Like
champs
who do you
get no
think? Who do you
respect
think?
in the UFC. Former champs get no respect in the UFC. I don't know what it is. That's a great question, bro.
See,
That's a great question. I think the UFC is right only if Glover gets the next title shot, regardless of anything. That's my belief.
okay,
So that I think
okay,
that compensates for everything because first of all, Glover wasn't the champion to begin with. So,
yeah,
but he was deserving based on his performance and he prepared for this fight. He did there's nothing that he did wrong, incorrect. He earned it. He won about 9 straight fights to get the title fight and to begin with. Like he paid his dues. The UFC was in a bind. They still wanted to have a title fight. Blachowicz, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with him fighting for a title per se. And the fight is a good fight. It's a good fight. And I just think it's 100% right only if Glover Teixeira is next up, regardless of anything. He's the next guy up. No, oh, you got to fight him, and nah, he's next. If that, I think, and I feel like that's gonna happen. I get the feeling that that's what it's gonna be. I can understand him being frustrated,
okay.
but definitely understand him for being frustrated. But like you said, it's a business. It's a business. They sold people like it's gonna be a title fight. They moved it up. And it's a pay-per-view. To not have a title fight on a pay-per-view is a bit
Yeah, that's a tough
but
one.
the
That's a
UFC is
tough one to sell.
yeah. So yeah, I agree. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it as long as Glover gets the first title shot. How about you? How you feel about it?
Nah, I feel the exact same way. It makes 100% but that's what I also was going to be the case. I thought the case was they're going to give it to the next two dude to the next cut. They was already on the card, and it's already being said by the number one contender.
Yeah.
So you might as well just give them that championship opportunity. I thought that was the case, and they was going to give Glover the immediate next fight after
Right.
those two guys sorted it out.
Right.
But it's just funny when I heard that he asked for extra time and they said no. So it just kind of changed it up for me. Like it's like it made the story way different.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I thought both of them decided to like a gentleman agreement. Okay, let's bow out and let's revisit the situation later. But nah, that wasn't the case.
UFC ain't
It was
bowing to
way darker
nothing.
than me. That was the Disney version. You got the Disney version. You know how the Disney takes these fairy tales and sugarcoats them. Yeah, that was the Disney version. Then you got the real deal. It's like, ugh. a little more
Only person that
interesting.
got a win on the UFC, at least maybe probably momentarily, is Ngannou. He the only one. He the
I
only one. But he's still on the
yeah,
contract. So, I mean, I don't.
we
But
gonna see how that play.
because
That's
look, they ain't even take the look. No interim, no nothing. So he the only one
yeah.
at least for the moment. Only one.
But now we got the Polish power versus that Dagestani explosion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I describe my man Mahogany. That's how I pronounce his
Oh,
name correctly.
Ankalaev.
Ankalaev. Like that's how I describe his fighting style.
Yeah.
Explosive.
Yeah.
This dude is explosive. You're talking about Serg from the previous division that we're speaking of. This guy, I think he's another up and coming dude who's going to be a problem for his division
Yep. Yep.
for the light heavyweight division. It's just I see this fight's like a patch of the torch type fight.
Mm.
This is from the old guard to the new guard.
Mm.
Guyana is off the old guard.
Oh, oh, oh.
This fight is very significant. This fight is way the fact that
Well, he's
it's
9
a
years older.
hmm
He's actually 9 years older.
who
Blachowicz, yeah.
see right there. That's a world of difference in MMA.
Passing to the torch. Wow. MMA move fast, don't he? Just had the torch. He just got it like
Yeah, it do move fast, but exactly, it moves very fast. Come, but
man.
9 years, 9 years is a lot in MMA years, bro. 9 years.
Yeah, yeah. But I
You know
mean,
what
for fighters, yeah, it is. But you know, I feel like an MMA age is it's important, but I think it depends on your fighting style.
No, but what I mean to say is that's literally a pass of the torch moment. That's a whole generation apart, basically,
Now
bro.
keep going. Yeah, keep going. I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this.
Like
Torch.
the fact that the fact that they find themselves in this unique position because they didn't prepare for this. Now the spotlight is on them. I
Mm.
think this spotlight is gonna be the whole future of the whole lightweight division, light heavyweight division, because this is not. We might as well talk about now who I think is gonna take it. I see I see
Ankalaev?
Akilish
Who?
Goliath.
Oh,
I keep pronouncing
Ankalaev.
his name wrong.
Oh,
And
Ankalaev.
Goliath.
Yeah.
I see him taking in the third round.
Third round.
In the
Wow.
third round
Okay.
knockout. Like I think this is like his. We talk about styles. Jan's style is more. He's gonna wait for you to make a mistake, and you're gonna pay for it.
Mhm.
But Life Explosion, I think he's gonna be able to handle that. He's gonna be worth it on the first 3 rounds. This is that explosive style. The explosive style is not favorable to Jan's wait for you to make a mistake and knock you out. Because this dude has knockout power as well.
Both hands.
So the fact that I'm seeing he's gonna survive the 3 rounds, I think is gonna be like a pulling for straw side for those 3 rounds. I think it's gonna be a very
3 rounds.
dominant.
Not five.
No, I'm saying he's gonna take it in 3.
Right.
If I'm saying he's gonna take. I know it's 5. It's 5 rounds, but I feel he's gonna take it in 3.
Man.
I just feel this is gonna be Jan's last chance for the championship belt, but this is gonna be a signal for a new era in that division.
Wow.
Because when Glover comes in, that's gonna solidify. That's gonna be his first title defense. And when he gets him out the way, that solidifies it. New era. That's what was gonna happen. Third round, knockout, upset special. Let me put that stamp on it.
You heard it first. In the
Upset special.
The year of the upset, yet another upset.
We're gonna end it off
with another upset. Oh man, that's a great prediction. This is an interesting fight. It's an interesting fight. I was going back and forth about it. I think the key to this fight, Jan is great with distance, and his punches are a bit unorthodox from the perspective as they're not always straight. He knows how to time you. Some of them come in delayed. Some of them, I think this fight. I think Jan might have been exposed a little bit in his last fight with the wrestling, and not his
Exactly.
last fight in the Glover fight. Nobody's been able to really take him down like that, and he got taken down. But, but here's the thing. Here's the nugget right here. I feel like in all the fights leading up to that fight, Jan always fought with an edge. He
Okay.
always fought with like a edge, a bit of a little edge. When he fought Luke Rockhold rubs everybody the wrong way. When he fought Reyes has his little stuffy uppity thing where he was supposed to be the golden boy after John Jones, so got him out of there. Corey Anderson was on a tear. He's supposed to be that dude. Jan got him out of there. When he fought Glover, there was so much respect. I think it felt like he lulled him to sleep. It felt like he had no edge, and then once he got, it was like no fight. It was like no fight. That's what I saw. I think he got his edge back. I think he got it back. I'm going with Jan. I'm going with Jan. It's the way, unless this dude can get him to the floor. I don't think the striking, Jan has a reach advantage, and their height they're about an inch apart in height, but they both, Jan has a longer reach. Have you ever watched Jan? His actual shoulders and how he's built, like he's built different. I'm going with the Polish power, bro. Polish power.
Polish power over the Dagestani explosion. Right.
The only way is if we see some wrestling. If he could get Jan down, I don't know what to tell you. But I just think this dude is a striker. But the dude has power in both hands. I will say that. Power, and he's southpaw. He fights southpaw. Explosive. But Jan, bro, Polish power. And then he's going against a striker. If he doesn't go for the takedown, I think that's going to be the caveat. I think for your guy to win, Ankalaev, he'll have to go for the takedown. You have to be successful. If they're on the feet, I'm going with Jan. I'm going with Jan regardless. I go with Jan.
Gotcha.
I go with Jan by decision. I actually think it's going
decision,
to
5-round war.
Yeah, it's going to go rounds.
But yeah, it will be a whole new era for the division.
Wow.
But now time for the co-main, Kev. What we got for the co-main, bro?
Paddy the Batty Pimblett against Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon. Jared Flash Gordon.
All right.
Who's going first? 3 rounds. Co-main event. Who going first? Me or you?
I mean, you could take this one, bro. You can take this one.
I'm gonna keep it simple. I feel that this fight is made to order for Paddy the Batty.
Yeah, like a feeder, right?
I like shout out to Jared Gordon, though his story was remarkable. All that
it's a heartfelt story for real.
Yeah, I hope that he continues to stay busy. Sometimes idle time, right? So just stay busy.
Yeah.
And I hope that I hope he does really well, and his career continues to go on. I just think that he's every time he's stepped up in competition, he's kind of been he's actually lost to Charles Oliveira. He has a few other losses too. He has more wins than losses. He's accomplished. He's won in other places, other organizations. But every time he steps up in competition, you could tell that he has a ceiling.
Yeah,
he has a ceiling. Like he's not going above this. And Paddy right now has no ceiling. We don't know what his ceiling is. You know what I'm saying? He's going there flying, regardless of the opponent. Thus far, he's flying through there. And Jared just seems like one of those opponents. He doesn't look too far different from any of the last opponents that Paddy's fought. So I'm going with Paddy Pimblett by 2nd round, rear naked choke. He'll find his back. He'll find his back.
Specific with it. It's a rear naked choke. Gotcha. The first time I heard you predict a man's gonna tap out. Wow. I'll take it now. I mean, yeah, I feel the same way. I feel this is like a like I said, a feeder. Like
yeah.
Let's pump up this now, and even more so now because now they're kind of using Paddy to sell the fight now.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I feel this is like a fit to furnish his star power.
Yeah.
And I feel I see going in this first round.
First one, yeah. Likely. That could happen too.
First round submission.
Yeah. Could happen.
That's how I
This
see it
dude is
going.
tough though. This dude is tough. So maybe he could drag it into the second. Maybe.
But if it goes to second, it's gonna be one of them like second where it was supposed to be finishing the first and the clock said you know how those
Wobble
seconds
into
go.
the second.
Yeah, like the first leads into the second, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's how I see it going if it goes to the second. But I see it stopping at the first.